Chapter 3, Rebuilding Our Beautiful Military. When I left office, we had the strongest military in the world. Peace was breaking out all over the planet. We had peace through strength. But under geriatric Joe, our military has become weaker and weaker. The arsenals are empty, the stockpiles are bare, our ships don't have enough shells, and our fighter jets don't have enough missiles. We were totally humiliated in Afghanistan and other places, and now Joe is sleepwalking us into World War III with his support of the Ukraine. It's a total disgrace. Our founding fathers would roll over in their graves if they saw how weak we have become. No wonder nobody wants to serve in our military anymore. Biden's woke policies have chased away the kind of strong men we need to rebuild our armed forces and replace them with ninnies, Nazis, and fruitcakes. How are we ever going to beat the Chinese with soldiers who are more offended by being misgendered than by Marxism? No more Mr. Nice military. I will rebuild the military faster than you can say, chunky monkey. On day one, I will end all special privileges for women and trans people. We are no longer lowering the bar for people who don't have what it takes to be part of our great military. I will bring back the gender and age-neutral fitness test. Can I pass this test myself? Of course I can. I've always been super fit. Back when I was in the New York Military Academy, I was top of my class. My instructors at the academy couldn't believe how strong and fit I was. They even built a special obstacle course for me to see if I could beat it. The whole school watched as I dodged swords and hammers and axes and big heavy balls coming at me, and when I completed the entire course, the director of the school offered me his daughter's hand in marriage. But she was very ugly, so I said, no way, Jose. Look, we can't be the greatest nation on earth without having the greatest military on earth. A strong military is essential for our survival. I want to be the commander-in-chief of the strongest army in the world, the most gigantic air force and the proudest navy in the world, which is why I will rebuild the military bigger and better and more beautiful than ever before. No more foreign adventures. We're not going to use our big, beautiful military to fight endless faraway wars that are not in America's interest, and there are very few wars that are in America's interest. Ukraine, what have they ever done for us? Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, not our problem. NATO, outdated. Let the Europeans defend themselves for a change. In fact, on day one, I'm going to fly to Europe and demand they reimburse us for the stockpiles we sent to Ukraine and for the cost of defending them for the last 75 years. I did a rough calculation in my head, and it comes down to approximately $10,000 trillion and 59 cents. I'm fine with a payment plan, but they better pay up. I will also accept Belgium as payment. Their fries are amazing. I will turn our military into an attack dog, the biggest, meanest attack dog in the neighborhood, with huge teeth and fearsome eyes and a big slobbering mouth. But we're not going to sick that dog on people invading other people's homes. That's not what that dog is for. Not going to happen. We're only going to sick it on people invading our own home and China. Yes, more domestic adventures. We are also going to deploy our brave, patriotic soldiers to deal with all the bad elements that are already in our country. I'm talking about all the illegal immigrants, criminals, dangerous lunatics, maniacs, rapists, murderers, terrorists, rioters, climate activists, trans activists, Black Lives Matter activists, racial justice activists, Muslims, communists, wokeists, radical leftists, deep state bureaucrats, and Democrats, to name a few. And it's all totally legal because our founding fathers passed a very smart, very important law called the Insurrection Act, which gives the president absolute power to respond to any and all unrest in the states. And there is a lot of unrest in our states, especially in the blue states. That's why on day one, I will send our military into known crime dens like New York City, Chicago, San Francisco, LA, Portland, and other liberal cities and restore law and order once and for all. No more sanctuary cities, no more doing drugs on Main Street, no more trash bag robberies. Have you seen those videos where they just walk into a store and shove everything they can into these big trash bags? A lot of people tell me they're disgusted by this. I had an African American come up to me the other day who told me that even the toothpaste was behind lock and key at the CVS. I don't know what the CVS is, probably some store for poor people, but he begged me to do something about it. And so, yes, my African American, on day one, I will make sure your toothpaste is safe again. Parades. Finally, we will have a military parade every 4th of July. And not just any parade, but the most tremendous, most fantastic military parade the world has ever seen. A parade so huge it will make every other parade in history seem like a tiny, sad procession of ants. Huge tanks will be rolling down Pennsylvania Avenue. Our newest, stealthiest fighter jets will paint the sky red, white, and blue with their beautiful exhausts, and tens of thousands of our finest soldiers will march past the White House, where I will proudly return the Trump salute. To cap it all off, there will be a fireworks display so massive it will be visible from space. It will be a celebration of America and a celebration of me, showing the world the unmatched greatness of true America. In conclusion, our military is in a terrible shape, but I will rebuild it fast. It's going to be fast, people. Believe me, you won't believe how fast. We are going to produce enough missiles and rockets and bullets and bombs to shoot and bomb everyone twice, thrice. They're going to fear and respect us again, I promise you. And our military is going to be beautiful again. So beautiful. It will be the most beautiful, most parade-worthy fighting force the world has ever seen, a vicious attack dog that we're going to set on all the bad hombres and obras that are ruining our country and China. Please support my candidacy for president by buying the America I deserve at no good tax dodging, U.S. Postal Service leeching Amazon. Help make the America I Deserve the most popular book on Amazon. Let's show the American people the real Donald Trump.